All right. Hi, my name is Neptune Zorka, or you can call me Joshua, and I'm here to announce that I'm going to do a charity fundraising campaign for Food Banks Canada, which is a super neat organization. So I just wanted to lay out this video here and sort of lay out how the campaign's going to work, what we're going to be doing for it, and why Food Banks Canada is such a important organization to support, and some of the really cool things that they're doing. So I figured I just wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page about that, and so that way we could get people excited about this, and hopefully helping this wonderful organization that does so much for our fellow Canadians. So the first thing that I just want to do is I want to go over some of the stats that they have on their website and such. So this is right on their website. This is for 2009 to 2025, not just 1 year that they've done all this, but you can see they've done some pretty remarkable things over these past few years with the food bank, and yeah, they have all these wonderful stats about all the things that they've managed to accomplish, because Food Banks Canada is doing so much more than just providing food to people, and they're doing some really cool things. So I just wanted to go over a few of the really special things. I think the really important things, there's a reason these are written in bold on their annual report here. So they've diverted 103 million pounds of greenhouse gas through food recovery. That's super amazing. Huge amounts of support for all the different food banks across their network. And this is the thing that I think is really, really special about this, is that every dollar that gets donated to this organization, it doesn't end up just being $1. It ends up being, as you can see, over $7 worth of stuff. And sure, those numbers you probably have to take with a grain of salt. It might not be $7.76, but if it's even $5 for everyone, like contributing to this organization can have a really huge impact for a really small amount, which is really cool. And they're providing this value to all kinds of different groups and in different ways here. So really, really neat stuff. And I guess this brings us to, oh no, I'm missing a thing. I'm missing a thing. This is their hunger count, which talks about the use that food banks are getting across Canada. And I think this really highlights not just that the work that they're doing is super cool and helping a lot of people and being super effective, but is really, really important work that is happening. Almost 20% of Canadians, 1 in 5 Canadians, who are, I guess not 1 in 5 Canadians, but 1 in 5 of the people who are using food banks are employed, and it's just not possible for them to make things work. And this is an indictment of how our economy is currently structured, but it's also just a really important thing to realize that so many people are trying so hard, and it's not enough, and the food bank is one of the few places they can go to sort of fill in those gaps that we have. 2 million visits in 1 month. These places are getting so much use, and they need help. 42% are single adults like me, who we're all having a tough time with the economy, and that's not going to get better anytime soon. So super, super important that we do what we can to try to help each other through these times, and just do what we can. And I meant to click ahead beforehand on this. But I just wanted to go over sort of the impact that it's possible to have. And for that, I did a really simple calculation based here. So what I did is I took their total expenses, and then I looked at the total amount of food they distributed and did a very rough calculation here. So if we take the total amount of food that they donated, which I got from here. I'll put this in the sources in the description. 26.9 million pounds of food over their operating expenses, which you saw here, which is 80.5. Oh, I have a wrong number there, I guess. $80.5 million. And then from supposedly the USDA has this number, and there's a whole lot of caveats with this, but approximately one meal requires about 1.2 pounds of food. Approximately. The place that I actually got this from is from this article on Biocycle. Once again, it'll be in the sources down below. And there's all kinds of reasons why this number is not truly accurate. 1.2, why the number of pounds of food here does not convert nicely to the number of meals. But because there's all kinds of different people with different nutritional requirements. There's a pound of food does not really equate to nutrition, like weight and nutrition are not necessarily well correlated, all that sort of thing. But as a very, very rough estimate, we can say that if it takes this amount of money to distribute this amount of food, then we can convert that into approximately every dollar that gets donated to the food bank becomes a little over 1/4 of a meal for somebody somewhere. 0.28 meals to be more precise, although of course having the decimal place incorrect means that this is probably not going to be entirely accurate. I'd have to do a recalculation, but yeah. At this point in time, it's not super worth doing that. So yeah, what we'll be doing is we'll be having a bunch of charity streams on Friday the 26th. That's today when this video comes out. In the evening, starting at 8 o'clock and going through until midnight. Then I'll be doing some like music composition type stuff. Should be interesting. On Monday the 29th, starting at noon and going until 6 p.m. Then I will be playing some Minecraft on stream. Same with the 30th from 11 until 4 o'clock. And then in the new year, January 1st, I've got 2 streams planned from noon till 6 and from 8 o'clock to midnight. And then once again on a Friday from 10 o'clock to midnight. There will probably be other streams that I'll try to slot in throughout, but these are the ones that I'm committing to at this time. And those times are going to be a little bit flexible. Sometimes I might be a little bit earlier on things, I might be a little later on things. It's fine. But this brings us to the most important part here. I have measured that my hair is approximately 20 inches long. And yes, I'm using inches instead of centimeters because it's just a little more convenient. So what I have here, there we are. So what I have here is my hair, and for every $100 that people donate, we're gonna cut off an inch of my hair. But more than that, I'm going to be matching every single one of these dollars right the way up to 2,000. So that's all 20 inches of my hair coming off, and I will be matching every single one of those dollars right up there. So donate as much as you can. If you aren't able to donate, then please feel free to join us on the streams or let other people know. Additionally, I'll also be honoring any donations that are not made through the Tiltify page. If you just want to send me a message that shows that you made a donation to the food bank, good enough. I will honor that as well. So yeah, let's raise some money and get some food to some people who need it. I'll see you this evening.